A quiet evening in the heart of Moscow suddenly turned into a scene of panic and destruction after a powerful explosion near a popular restaurant left 3 people dead and more than 20 others injured. Well, what exactly happened outside the upscale Balzi Rossi restaurant, and why did a routine evening gathering turn into a deadly incident? Authorities are now investigating every possible angle, and the explosion took place at the Kundrinskaya Square, one of central Moscow's prominent locations, where the entrance of the Italian restaurant Balzi Rossi. According to the Russian authorities, the blast occurred, causing widespread panic among people in the area, and Russia's National Anti-Terrorism Committee said that an unidentified woman carrying what investigators believe was an improvised explosive device was attempting to enter the restaurant when the explosion took place. An official said that the woman was stopped by a security guard outside the entrance, following which the device detonated. The blast killed 3 people, including the woman carrying the suspected explosive device, the security guard who tried to stop her, and a restaurant customer. And at least 21 other people were injured in the explosion, with authorities saying that they suffered injuries of varying severity. And according to the officials, the restaurant was not open to the general public at the time of the incident. The venue had been closed for a private banquet, according to information posted on the restaurant's official website. And despite the closure, the explosion near the outdoor terrace caused significant damage and triggered an emergency response. Well, following the blast, heavily armed security personnel and emergency teams rushed to the scene. Authorities sealed off the area around the restaurant as investigators began collecting evidence and questioning witnesses. The Moscow Investigative Committee has launched a probe into the incident, and officials have not yet identified the woman involved or confirmed the main motive behind the explosion. Investigators are also trying to determine whether the device was intentionally detonated or whether it exploded accidentally. Russian state media also reported that authorities are examining multiple possibilities, including whether the woman knew she was carrying an explosive device. And some reports also suggested that the device may have been intended to target people attending the private event at the restaurant's outdoor terrace, and that it could have been triggered remotely, although officials have not confirmed all these claims. Videos released by the Russian state media showed law enforcement officers securing the area with the site closed off to the public as forensic teams carried out their investigation. Authorities have so far not blamed any individual or group for the explosion. And the incident comes as Russia remains on heightened security alert following several attacks and attempted attacks in the recent years. However, officials have not linked this explosion to any specific organization or ongoing conflict. Meanwhile, this incident comes after another deadly bombing in Pakistan's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province earlier in July, and at least 15 people, including security personnel and a government official, were killed after militants rammed an explosives-filled vehicle into a security checkpoint in Tank districts. Pakistan's military said that security forces later killed several militants involved in the attack. And back in Moscow, investigators continue their work in order to uncover the full details behind the restaurant blast. Questions remain over who the woman was, how the explosive device was obtained, and whether the incident was planned or accidental. And as forensic teams analyze evidence and authorities interview witnesses, the focus remains on identifying the cause of the explosion and ensuring the safety of people in the area. More details are expected as the investigation into the blast progresses. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.